Sometimes I hear people say, oh, I don't need to worry too much about setting proper record levels because what I do to maximize signal to noise ratio is I just normalize everything after I record it. And that's a bad thing to do, and let me explain why. What normalizing does is it takes an audio file that was recorded without setting proper input levels, and it will find the peak value in the audio file and bring it up to 0 dB. Let me show you what I mean. I've got an audio track that was recorded using bad technique. It just sounds crappy because the input signal was so low that the signal to noise ratio is pretty bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under the audio menu, select process, and then normalize. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring the peak, the highest peak of that audio file up to 0. So all it's done is brought all of the signal and all of the noise up to a louder level. It actually doesn't do anything to maximize dynamic range or signal to noise ratio. It just brings all the noise and all the signal up. The only way that you can maximize your signal to noise ratio is by recording and processing as close to 0 with the peak volume information as possible without clipping. So don't ever go over 0, but get as close as you possibly can without clipping. And now let's talk about the concept of dithering.